Good morning, my babies! Welcome back to a new episode of Your Therapist. Yapping and you listening. First of all, I was off for a few days, I think 1 week. I disappeared because I actually took a little solo trip to Copenhagen. I have mentioned that before. It was supposed to be with a friend, but she wasn't sure about it. But I was sure that I wanted to go anyways. And actually I needed that rest. I needed that trip. I needed to meet two friends, let's say a distance friends. They're the same two that I met from the same group last year, so it was really nice. We had one day dinner together, and another day we spent like almost the whole day together. It was really fun. The rest of the days, of course, I spent 5 nights there. No, actually 6 nights. I spent it alone. I was just discovering the city more, on my time, on my schedule, changing my plan whenever I want. This is the best thing ever when you are traveling alone. You can do whatever you want. You get to do things that you just suddenly decided to do, without considering another person's opinion, And I feel like every time I travel with someone, I just don't really like it 100%. I don't know why. I mean, I love it. I enjoy my time and everything, but there's always one tiny situation or something doesn't go well. Maybe because I'm a person who really spend a lot of time alone, and I need it. I need my solitude. It's very important for me to recharge myself, Sometimes I just need to sit in silence, literally. So I can't do this if I'm traveling with someone, for a few days. Every single day we're spending all the time together. Kind of too much, but this trip was a success, 100%. I feel so good. I came back 2 days ago actually, and I was just adjusting, cleaning the place, doing my laundry, getting some groceries, and what else, updating with my friends. I went for a walk today, early, and I met the girl that I met 3 weeks ago, if you remember, or 2 weeks ago, I guess. So we had a joint and a coffee together because there is a cafe at the park. I really like it, and so yes, it was pretty much fun actually. I started the day with good vibes, and now I am ready to yap, and still I have to do a few things later because one of my friend's birthday is tomorrow, so I had to buy something today. I already got him a present actually from Copenhagen, but I need to do something more. So I still have the rest of the day to do some fun stuff. Thinking of grabbing a coffee as well again, because I love iced coffee, if you know that. And today in the morning I had just hot coffee. Now I'm drinking tea and water. So an iced coffee afternoon would be really great. But let's talk about episode 3 and 4. And I feel like these episodes were really starting to, give you what you want to see. Wait, I feel like the music is kind of loud. Okay, I think it's better. Yeah, I feel like in these 2 episodes there was no much drama as usual as we see. But it was more like this messy energy. As you see, you start seeing how people move when they are insecure, they are craving validation, or just trying to escape something, or trying to escape themselves, talking about all of them for sure. But first, let's start with Cassie. Cassie, she is one of my favorite characters because it's like I can see her so clear, like I can see what's wrong with her, and yes, she is absolutely still spiraling in a crazy way. Like what just happened, I thought that she would, regret or feel not okay about it, but she felt happy that now she got the attention after the live stream. So yeah, she represents something deeper that needs to feel chosen, needs to feel enough, even if it means that she can lose herself, and that's what makes it really hard to watch it, all the time. You will be like, oh my god, what is she doing? Not because she's too much, by the way, not because she's real, because we see there's still a lot of people acting that way, and it's just we don't really like to admit it, when we watch it on a TV show, we don't like it. We need to again see the perfect picture, I guess, of the world. So it is really interesting for me every time I watch Euphoria. And yeah, then the show again, it keeps you on toes, and it keeps blurring lines between the performance and the reality, because guess what, everything so far they brought, it does happen in real life, right? So why everyone is being so, upset about it and stressed about it? Like with Chloe, for example, being part of the cast, it adds this awareness where, I don't know how to describe it, but because Euphoria is not trying to clean things up for you, it's showing you every single part of it, the messy, the uncomfortable truth, the people behavior from the inside, their demons, how they take control over them, and they act with disgust and cruelty and a lot of things, which of course brings me to something deeper I've been thinking about, actually. Like the whole OnlyFans world versus strip clubs, those two worlds. And hear me out before you say anything. It's not exactly the same, but it's also not completely different, right? Both are about attention, about desire, about performance, and of course about money. It's just a different format. One is physical space and the other one is digital, one is immediate interaction, the other one is controlled, edited, whatever it is. But at the core of the whole thing, it is still people monetizing, as they say. Is it monetizing? Yeah, monetizing their image, their presence, their sexuality. And instead of judging it, I think it's better to ask this question, because here we are always questioning everything. If you listen to me and if you like my podcast, then you know that I'm a deeper thinker person, and I don't like to judge anything before I analyze it, especially from the psychology way, which is the right way, of course. But my questions is always, I would say, intimidating, or maybe some people won't even think about it, or maybe some people will not even accept the idea of it, or the idea of questioning these things. They're just programmed that way, and I think some people, and that's absolutely okay, that's fine. Again, we are different. Some people, they don't have the capacity to open up their mind and their way of thinking more than they have already. That's their limits, they are limited. And it can be, of course, a lot of reasons, but I don't think there is an excuse for that, not to think for yourself. But anyways, if you're interested, then keep listening, and let me start with question number 1. What drives people into these spaces from the beginning? Why do people go to those spots, whether it's digital or in the physical way? What are they gaining, and what are they losing? Where is the control, and where does it slip? Where is it too much for you? Where is it the limit for you? You know what I mean? It's like, really reflect on it from a human being. Like, why would you do such a thing like this? And why would you be the audience, let's say, right? Why would you choose to consume it? And that's a lot of questions, starting with why. But I guess there's always reasons, for sure. And in my opinion, because some people feel empowered at some point, and some people actually feel trapped or being trapped. So sometimes it's both at the same time, of course. But again, what's Euphoria does it so well, because it doesn't give you the clean answers. It gives you really the harsh scenes and the cruelty, where you're like being like, oh, it's too much, but it's not too much, because we always hear about these stories. It's on the news, on the reality shows that we see all these things, right? So why you're not thinking more? It shows you literally the reality, and of course it leaves you sitting there like, oh my god, like this is so deep, like way deeper than I thought, So I feel like episode 3 and 4, it was literally the identity. It's about validation. It's about people trying to find themselves, places that they might not actually love them back, but they still, for example, in case of Nate Jacobs. Would you even imagine that he would be in that scene, like begging, literally crying in front of those people for his project? Would you imagine him in that, let's say, position if you watched season 1 and 2? No, of course not. But it shows you that people also can break down, and it's crazy. And they can change because of who they are from the inside. They don't show themselves authentically, and that's why their lives are starting to fall apart. So if you've been feeling a little bit lost and a little bit off, and let's say you need to reset, take it. You need it. Even if it's, I always tell you, if it's something very simple to do, because your mental health is very important. If you don't really take care of it, it's gonna take over you. You won't be able to, I don't know how to say it, you won't be able to live your life in a healthy way, in the way that you should be. Because again, this is the point of living your life, is being yourself, choosing the things that you love to do in your life, choosing the people that you want to be in your life, right? So today try to do something fun for yourself, even if it's a tiny thing, just a walk, a day offline, because I was offline for a few days. I was of course checking my social media, but I wasn't posting something, and I wasn't really spending much time on it. And or maybe you can take a tiny trip if you can, in your country or outside the country. Depends on you. And remember that sometimes stepping away is literally how you come back cleaner, more charged, and more happy and joyful and light, of course. So I miss you all so much, and we are back, so I will try to post almost every day, and let's keep growing together, let's keep questioning, and maybe stop judging so fast and try to understand first. Have a wonderful day and a great start of the week, and I will catch you in the next episode. Ciao.